So now ticks are spreading viruses? Find out more. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Ask Dr. Pickel Show. And today we're going to talk about something a lot of patients have asked me about. They were talking about a virus that comes from ticks, and they've even heard that people have died from this. So really, what is this about? What is this virus all about? Let's bring this up. So actually, the CDC released this, and this is actually their April 2022 edition of this. And they're saying, hey, we're looking at this virus. It's called the Heartland virus, and it's transmitted by ticks. And there's actually has been historically some people that have died from it. But now we're going to qualify that and talk about that here in a minute. So the thing is this has actually been known about since 2009, or this virus has. So, basically there's been more people have died. So they're like, hey, let's look into this a little further, because there's not a lot of cases of it, but it potentially is a problem here. So let's talk more about this here. Okay. So, this virus, yes, it is from ticks. It's called the Heartland virus. Sometimes it'll be HRTV. I'd say many of your doctors won't even know about this. It is an RNA virus, and, as opposed to a DNA virus, but still, just like a lot of viruses, attacks the DNA RNA complexes of the cell. And then it's also known because it's in a species called a genus called Bandavirus. So sometimes that's what it can be called. And then also, where's it usually found? Missouri, Kansas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Iowa, Illinois, Tennessee, Indiana, Georgia, and South Carolina. So these are the places where they've studied. Now, could it have gone further? And the researchers saying, yeah, absolutely. This could go all over the United States, even further. In fact, there's an Asian virus that comes from another tick that looks very similar to this too. So this thing, it could be everywhere. Now, what are the symptoms of this? What if you get this virus? Fever, fatigue, decreased appetite, headache, nausea, diarrhea, muscle and joint pain. Sounds like another virus. Sounds like a flu virus. So you're not really going to see just super out of the ordinary symptoms with this. Now, when they do a blood test, like if you get this, let's say you've been out in the woods and you got bit by a tick, you pull it off and then you start to feel yucky afterwards. Well, first of all, you need to find out, did you get Lyme disease? Because that can mimic all of this too, or even some of the Lyme co-infections. But then they could also say, hey, maybe you got this Heartland virus. And if they did a blood test, your white blood cells are going to show low, your platelets are going to be low, your liver enzymes up. Yikes, that could occur with a lot of other viruses. That could occur with Lyme disease. That could occur with many other things. So, and the only deaths that were with this have been shown to have, at least the deaths that are known about, that have been caused by this are from co-morbidities, meaning that the person already was sick. They already had other pretty bad health conditions, and they got this virus and it kind of took them over the edge. So the majority of people who've had this, it's been shown, have fought it off, no big deal, and they just kind of went on. So I would say, it's something interesting to think about, to look at, but I wouldn't put it at my top of the list there. Because if you get bit by a tick and you get symptomatic afterwards, or you get an increase in symptoms, you could look for this. But I would say the next thing to really look for is, did you get Lyme or a co-infection from the tick? All right. So hopefully that kind of dispels some myths, helps with some more information. Have a wonderful day. God bless.